Hey music team, this is Beth. I just thought I'd make a little video for you, starting with basics for Schoology, and it'll go more advanced in another video. Let's start with basics. To get to our Schoology for Hayes, make sure that you have typed in hayescisd.schoology.com /login. I have it saved, of course. You can save it as a bookmark too. Your sign-in, in case you don't know, is actually going to be first name dot last name, whatever you use on your email. And if you have not signed in before, to change your password is school with the capital S 2020. Again, capital S school 2020. I've gone in and changed my password, so I'll put that in real quick. When you first get into Schoology, you can set up in your settings if you want it to go to instantly to recent activity, which looks kind of like Facebook, like an old Facebook page. It has updates and everything. Or you can have it set to immediately go to your course dashboard, so you can click on a course immediately. That is all under settings. So over here where your name is, you go to the down arrow. You can change your profile. You can do a picture. You can do a little bio about you. And then here are settings right here. In settings, you can change your preferred name. Like I prefer to be called Beth and Elizabeth. You can make sure it's tied to your email address, which it should already be. I don't think any of y'all had it set up before. And you can change your password if you don't want it to be the school 2020 anymore. All sorts of things you can do here. Oh, and here is where you can set homepage to recent activity or course dashboard. Always be sure to save changes before changing tabs or anything. Notifications are pretty good to know about because there are lots of emails that you can get. So I would go through there and decide what you want to get an email about and be notified about and what you don't. And you might change it later because I've gotten a lot of emails and I've had to go play around with it a bit. Privacy settings. This is set by the school district. If you'd like to take it down a notch, you can, but you definitely can't go up to where everyone can see like your profile. Right now it's just Hayes. And your recycle bin in case you delete something and you need to go find it. So up here at the top, right now you have courses, groups, and resources. Courses, this is where your classes are going to be. Again, Hayes is going to upload them for us. I don't know if it's going to be uploaded by your entire school as one class or each grade level is a class. I don't know that yet. But this is where your classes are going to be in courses. Groups would be if you lead an after-school choir, then you can have a group there that you create on your own. You would have to add all the people yourselves, all the students. That's where groups would be. Or if you're on student council, somebody who leads student council could add you to their student council group there. A music PLC group. For example, our second grade teachers might be on a second grade PLC. It is going to be under groups. If you're part of a cheerleading team at your school or something, they can set up a group, okay? That is not classes. Resources, I kind of think of it like your Google Drive. It's a place where you save files from year to year. Anything in your courses that you put will go away after a year because your course is going away. You know, every year it's going to be uploaded with new students. So you want to make sure anything you have in your courses, for sure by the end of the year, save it to your resources. Okay, this is like your file folder. Make sure it's saved here so you can use it year to year. All right, now that you know the definitions, let's look at courses a little bit. I have quite a few that I'm a part of. You need to make sure you have a sandbox to play in, okay? This is where you're going to test stuff out where kids can't see it. If you don't already have a sandbox set up, then you'll go to My Courses, and you'll click on Create a Course, okay? If someone gives you a code to join a course, then you would go to My Courses and click right here, Join a Course, and you would enter that code. So since I already have a sandbox created, let's go check it out. Oops, sorry about my dogs. They bark at nothing. And you'll see in my sandbox I have already uploaded a Bitmoji classroom and some buttons. And I'll go over that later. What you need to know is materials is like your folders on your computer. And these are just things that I've played around with. Definitely, I mean, it's just stuff that I've played with, because the more you play with it, the better you will get. So you can make a folder and you can put things in there. I could even add a folder to that by clicking here, add materials. I can add a folder, add assignment, assessment, add a page, all of these wonderful options. Also, you can see a green line come up. I can click there and add a folder in case I want to keep my structure. And I'm like, unit 2, I want another folder right there. Well, then I would click on the green line, add a folder. Add a folder. And I can change the color. Green, I don't know why, because I just said it. And we can create. The date would be when it's available. You can publish or unpublish, or you can publish on a starting date, which is when you would put that in case you don't want the kids to see it just yet. And you can have it published just for a certain 9 weeks, something like that. I have heard rumors that if you unpublish something, let's say you grade something, and then you go and unpublish it, then it can mess up grades. That shouldn't be affecting us right now because we're not giving grades right now in this moment. So that's how you can add a folder, by clicking this little green line. Play around with each of these options. Like me, I was curious, what does a page mean? What does that mean? Or a discussion. So I literally put, what does a page look like to students? That was my title. And then they click on it. And I was like, I'm going to write some stuff and see what a page looks like to students. I put the word music play, and then I linked it to music play. Now, if they click on this, it will take them out of Schoology to a different tab. I tried putting in a YouTube link, linking to Google. Ignore this video. That was just something random I was trying. And then instead of linking to Google like this, I tried embedding a video. So let me edit my page. This is kind of what it looks like. Notice how these videos do not show up when you're typing it up. So to do an embed video, you would come here to insert content. And then our school district has already added these apps. They should be available to you. Click on YouTube. And then you can search the title, or if you have a direct link, you can put it here. I love this one with my kids. We listen to it all the time. Once I click the video that I want to embed, I click import as embed. That is very important. Now that I have done that, you can see I have 3 videos here. You can't see what it is, but I know it's this top one. I just know. And you can resize it. Maybe I want it smaller. Okay? And then you would click Save Changes. That is super important because we keep talking about how, and see there it is, it's smaller. We don't really want kids to have to click out, and we're trying to keep them in here as much as possible. Embedding the videos plays it right there. It doesn't leave. Okay? All right. So that's a page. I can go back to my materials by clicking on materials, or up here I can go, these are little like carrot, what do they call it? A breadcrumb trail. I can click on that. I tried a discussion and just play with it, see. I tried assessments and another page, okay? So just play around with it. Some other things we can look at over here, updates. This is kind of like that Facebook feed. You can type an update to your whole course, whoever is in your course. Again, I don't know how the district is going to set up our courses. You can type something like, don't forget, our musical is Thursday night. See you there at 7 o'clock, something like that. And you can send it to everyone. and it'll read like a Facebook feed. You can tell I've been playing with my Bitmoji Classroom a lot. Gradebook, I'm not going to go into that right now because we're not really doing a lot of grades and grade setup. Badges, super fun. You can get badges. The Schoology will assign a badge instantly to a student if they complete something for you. That's one way of doing it. So Schoology already has, if you click on add badges, you can say Schoology badges, and they already have a bunch made. So you can select some and add. And I added these from Schoology. Then I wanted to make my own, saying like, okay, when a student, after they learn Talkademi, let's give them a badge because they just made it all the way through that. And so to do that, you would create a new badge, give it a title. Let's say they just learned Ray. Congratulations on learning Ray. Okay, and it shows up right under there. I can attach a file if I want it to be a special picture. Maybe I want the hand sign Ray in there. Or I can just pick a color and a shape and a border and all that. So let's see, I like purple. This one's fun. I don't have any like background pictures, but you can just add a color if you wanted to. I made some files in Canva, not Canvas, that had like Talkademi there. So I can add a picture of Ray, but I don't have one ready for you. And then submit. Uh-oh, I must attach an image. Okay, well, you get the idea on how to make a badge. So then you can have it assigned to a student once they finish a certain assignment. For Talkademi, maybe it's they had to have watched my last presentation video on Talkademi. As soon as they watch that, I can have Schoology assign them the badge. Members, this is where it shows the members in your classroom. You can tell I have a couple other teachers that are members in my classroom so that they can look at it and I can share things with them. In your course that the district assigns you, you'll see all of your students. If you were doing a group and you wanted to create like your after-school choir group, this is where you would add members. Okay, so because remember on groups, the district's not doing that for you. You have to add your own members if you're creating a group. Now, you might not need to do a group just yet because I don't think we're having any after-school groups, but eventually we'll get there. And one last thing, access code right here. That is how other people can join your course. So these people that have joined my course, I gave them the access code and they were able to go to courses, my courses, join a course, and then they would insert that access code there. Okay, so that's a basic introduction to Schoology. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.